Welcome back to my channel and my view on knives and knife experience and knife shopping and knife values and everything related to that. So today, very quick video about Opinel knives, and I know there's like thousands and thousands of Opinel videos on YouTube, but I just wanted to give my own personal experience with one of those knives, which I recently actually discovered for myself. It was a kind of surprise. Um, and again, I wanted to share it from long-term value and long-term ownership point of view, and I hope it will add to those videos on YouTube just a little bit more on that experience type of information about with those knives. They're great. I love them. That's not all the Opinel knives which I have in my collection. Later on, I will add more about Opinel knives, and of course about another knives and so on. So now, very quickly to the point. So this specific knife, it's what I want to talk about. So I had this knife for about 3 years, and that's Opinel number 6. It's a smaller one. It's a little bit smaller than most common Opinel number 8, which you know. This is one of the Opinel number 8s which I have in stainless steel. This Opinel number 6 in a high carbon steel, and you see this by the mark here and by the mark on the blade. And there's a kind of longer story with this. Actually, those 3 knives I purchased at the same time. Then later on I got this one and I got this one. It's a huge one. That's Opinel number 12. But the thing is that I did use those 3 knives a lot, and I did not use those 2. And you can see that. This one is actually waiting for assignment. I should say that it's the way it's sold. It's I still keep it. It's this knife is the way it's been sold. Nothing comes with this knife. Maybe like a plastic sleeve or something like that. I keep it slightly oiled, and I still have it for about a year. And nothing happened with this knife. It's perfect. It's a brand new knife. It will find its owner or its purpose one day. This one I keep as the display, as a display in my cabinet with a few other knives, because it's huge and it looks cool and it's shiny. Again, it's slightly oiled. Nothing happened to the blade. It didn't change the color. It didn't patina. This knife was never used to slice anything, so that's why you see that color in here. And I'm gonna keep this knife in the picture just for the reference. But those 3 knives, I did use a lot. Let's start with the big one. It's Opinel number 10, so it's a little bit larger than typical Opinel number 8. And I did use it for cutting vegetables, cutting meats and steaks and sausages and apples and anything I want, actually, for about 3 years, as I said. And this knife did develop patina just by the usage. It's not forced patina. It's usage-based patina, and the way to see that that's a usage-based patina is that it will be a little bit less in here, and it will be way more deep in here, because then when you slice something with the knife, actually when you move the knife, it goes through specific, I don't know, imagine tomato like this. You don't have contact with the acids in here more than in here, so that's why you have this like a diagonal kind of natural patina um, marks more here than there on both sides, and you can see that. So that's natural patina. And of course, when you use your stainless steel Opinel, and this knife was used actually quite extensively, um, steak cutting, vegetable cutting a little bit, maybe a little bit less than this knife, but it of course doesn't have a patina, but it has all of those usage marks all over the blade. I'll try to like find a proper reflection so you can see this. So those marks are from cutting a little bit rougher stuff, and then also sharpening this knife. So those are the usage indicators for this specific blade. So that's your experience on Opinel knives, carbon versus non-stainless, inox. And again, I'm trying to translate from multiple languages as I speak. It's a inox, non-stainless, stainless steel, not stainless, stainless steel, non-oxidizing steel. So finally, this is the knife which I wanted to feature in this specific video, with one and only purpose, just to tell you guys that forced patina works. It does work. So, little story. I purchased this knife and this knife and this knife at the same time in France 3 years ago, more than 3 years ago actually. And I did use those knives. This one I used at home for slicing some small things, for as a steak knife and stuff like that. This one I used when I went somewhere else. I used it a lot. This knife I used as a pocket knife, and I did force patina on that prior to the usage, prior to sending this knife into my pocket, because I knew that I will not be able to care for that properly, and I wanted to protect it some way. And I did force patina on this knife with vinegar. It actually came out pretty nice. As you can see, if you try to, again, reflections are not helping me to show you this, but I hope you can see the difference between natural patina on the same edge blade versus this one, and a forced patina. Again, natural here, forced patina here. Again, natural will be like a spotty, forced patina will be more uniform, more solid color, darker. Maybe this one's like a grayish, this one's like a blackish, I should say. So I did force patina on that. I was very happy with the result. It was really, really dark. It was really, really even, I should say. I don't know what's a better word on the color. And I started to use this knife as a pocket knife when I went somewhere, just to cut a little bit. Because it's a smaller knife, it didn't actually see much use, but it did see some. And then something happened, and I lost this knife. And I was not able to find it for about 2 years, maybe more than 2 years. And the funny thing is, I found it over 2 years past. It was in one of the smallest pockets in one of my backpacks, which I would take pretty much anywhere. It was actually my bike riding backpack. So I was riding in the forest with this backpack, like mountain biking, and I had it with me, and I put it in there, and I forgot about it for about 2 years. I actually, it's not, but it's not, it's not like I forgot about having a knife with me in my mountain bike pack. I switched to the different backpack. That's what happened. And this knife stayed in my old backpack for about 2 years, and I never touched that. It was um, somewhere in my room, somewhere in a pretty much damp condition. And finally, when I started to move things around, I found the backpack. I started to see what's in there, and I found the knife. I was very happy because I thought I lost it somewhere else, just from my pocket. I completely forgot that I had it in my backpack. And what I see, it survived so well for all of those years. And forced patina did keep um, did keep it from rusting. It was in a damp condition. It was in a moist conditions, and it survived. No stain marks, nothing rusted. In here, I see. I was cutting something with it. There's like something on top of patina, like some residual from and I don't even remember what it was, cheese, sausage, or something like that. It stayed on top of the knife, on top of patina, but it didn't rust. And that's what I wanted to share with you guys, that actually, if you do forced patina on those knives, it helps. It helps, and it does work. It colors out, it dims a little bit with usage, with all of those years. But if you do it properly in the beginning, if it's a really good patina to start with, and then you kind of like forget about the knife for a while, it works for you. It helps to preserve the blade. It helps to preserve the steel. So you can see it by yourself. This is a knife, same 3 years old. This is a knife 3 years old. This knife was not used for 2 years. It was somewhere in damp condition, and it's still okay. This one is a user knife. I did use it for a long time. I did use it quite often. I never left this knife in moist conditions, but it developed natural patina, so it's okay. So forced patina helps, and that's exactly what I wanted to share with you. So in case you're wondering what kind of knife do you want to buy out of the Opinel line, again, another quick reference for you, starting from number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12. They all come in different sizes, and stainless versus non-stainless steel, and the different patterns on the handle. Go for the simple one. Go for the carbon steel if you want some kind of experience like I had. Good sharp knife. You gotta take care of that, and it will always perform to your liking. Or go for the stainless steel if you want to care less about it. Don't go for the custom custom paintings on the handle, custom design. They cost way more than a regular one, and by the way, that's the way they being sold in France. It's a box of Opinel's number 8. There's gotta be a bunch of them in this box. Maybe that would be the price you pay, maybe even less than this. Get a knife from the box and use it. Again, thanks for watching, and hope you appreciate my sharing of experience with all of those knives, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.